mental health is becoming a fad. I would like to say
The awareness.
the awareness is becoming more popular, and this is what we want. Before now, Ebola, HIV, they were topping resources. WHO, everybody was spending money. Human and financial resources were really going there. But for years, and it will gradually reduce their productivity. So a person can have depression for 10 years. Some of us have mother. Well, don't let us go there. Let me just.
Like,
but what I'm just trying to
all
say, depression, there are chances that a lot of us grew up with depressed mothers, and I would say for free that a lot of mothers are depressed because the cycle of depending on the social support she gets, again, she could actually have 11 children, have a wonderful husband, have wonderful in-laws, have stable.
Shout out 0096405786 is the number to call. 0809640. Our sister is called Lasaki says that we are one of my crush.
She knows she's my adopted elder sister. So I go to her place
saying, and definitely I'm reserving a seat for you here too. Yeah, definitely. I'm often coughing about my aunt and all of that, but seriously, the community and support. That community that support women. We have a community. When you give birth, everybody's rallying around you, helping with the baby. But it's like modernization has taken that away. This is about. And then 2 days later, after the birth, the mother-in-law and sister, what does that even mean? So she thought that it was because she grew up elite, middle class, and all of that, and thought that because she married somebody who was sort of like a startup, and I'm not saying a startup, we are from Kwara State, and honestly,
I am from Kwara.
The thing she can't do, she will bring somebody along to come and do. Like, that is the community we grew up in. So it may be that's a community my aunt had the duty to take care of her and the kids at least for 2.
For example, can you have an in-law that would come over to talk about the support your mother got? You have to take it, find out. So exactly. School. So now, women of our generation, our mothers would have kept quiet and just assumed that okay, maybe that's just part of the things they're supposed to. That support that they get is very essential, and if you know that you're not going to be able to get that support from your in-laws, you can actually begin to look for ways to get those. All you just have to do is to look for.
Like you're in Canada. Act like you live in Canada in Lagos.
And cost whatever
pay somebody to come, but
you can have someone who comes around to help.
We live in a country where this is the poverty capital. Like, people can't even pay someone to come wash their clothes.
Again, this is a mental health problem. Let me tell you another worse statistic. 1 in 4 people have mental health problems. In high to middle income countries, at least 6 to 8 of them get the appropriate help that they need. Here, only about 1 to 2. Treatment. Here, we have a treatment gap. So, we have about less than 50% being able to access help, and a lot of factors, from the fact that we don't even have enough
like somebody is doing very, just get quiet like that.
You have to,
you need to show the person. And my father would say, half of the time when you go show people in a story.
Okay, well, maybe now we should talk about early signs of mental health. More of anger problems or emotional regulation as opposed to
all the frustrations.
For you, when you talk about,
I'm not talking about you as a professional.
Yeah,
I'm talking about me getting help for somebody whom they also have that stigmatization problem.
I get
So assessing help becomes more difficult. With
Oh
all
yeah,
of this
I understand because again that moods and our behavior are not sustained. So for example, you can be sad, at some point you are indifferent, but when a particular mood is being sustained
for too long.
feeling empty, which sometimes you may feel, but then if they've had this persistent sadness for 2 weeks, that can be an early sign for depression. Go out. Sometimes you don't want to go out, sometimes you're anxious of what is happening, you're frustrated. But this temperament, we have to understand that people have different temperaments. For me, I am a talker. I'm more of a talker than a listener.
Somebody that used to talk and talk and talk and
when I see you, but it may not be sustained for like 2 weeks. If we live together,
how will you be angry with me?
I'm just
to keep in your chest. I may need to get you help.
oh God, can you just let me finish? This is peculiar to children when they go through trauma. When children go through trauma, there's usually for the ones that are stubborn.
Yeah.
They socially withdrawn and oh my God, quiet. This child
And
is just
for
quiet.
long,
And for so long we celebrated. You go back to the very roots.
Why you saying the
because
story
of
of my
trauma.
life right now? Like I'm the talkative.
Right, Mario?
Yes. Should I bring her up for analysis?
Maybe I can't say why she's doing that, but what was her initial behavior with you? She has always been
Okay, so initially it's really cool. One day she came, had dinner, and said immediately she finished, she was leaving. And I'm sorry. I couldn't leave. And detained her for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And that was the end of the
your relationship. So now we know the root cause.
And then she doesn't want to come and say no. I'm sure she's fine. We all today. I want to talk about depression. Oh man, we live in a society that says be like a man.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking there are a lot of men with issues that are not getting.
And number two, because consistently we are tattooed, the way the society, the parents raise the boy is different based on cultural, societal. Don't cry, be a boy, man up, and all that. So we now have men who have going through complaining when you're not a woman is what they say. So they're not raised in a cultural setting that allows them to air out their feelings. So we now have men who take alcohol, who take different. And again, we have seen that one as a bad habit. Substance abuse is seen as a bad habit. Like, oh, something is going on. They are more likely to be able to afford therapy than women. And apart from that, they are able to maybe just go to the hospital without thinking about
the kids. So
a lot of them aggression to still marks it with aggression. So
a few weeks back, I wanted to write an article that I thought was going to. I didn't write it because I thought it was going to drive a lot of people crazy. I think that every week I have at least 2 women in my inbox telling me about how the whole journey. The whole of last year, the journey was towards trying to not judge people. I wanted to learn to not why not stop that behavior? Why am I judging people? Who am I to judge people? So I found myself with NLP and all of that. And I just thought, so when women come, so one of the things I learned last year is not just judge it from the angle of somebody told me, I want to generalization raised. how did we raise this men? At the end of the day, I found that, like that we have more men dealing with issues, of course, that are manifesting it as this terrible husband said. Your husband needs help. Try to get him help or something, because she doesn't want to hear that. She sort of like wants you to get a condo to women with a lot of problems, because you can imagine all the things we have to bear. But we have a lot of men with problems.
Yes,
And
yes.
needs, in the very least, and
And
we are master of that.
and we're the master of it is always right. So first, they don't really like it, and there are not a lot of men that consistently. So for example, because I'm not a boy, I'm not a man. I don't know what is peculiar to boys. In fact, consistently, a friend of mine was saying me to teenage talk. I can only talk as a teenager. I can't talk directly to what the boys are going through. So maybe if this is struggled with, and we're beginning to push narrative that help us, or help us, or help us, or help the girls, help the girls. The same thing if we had more.
Actually told one of those stars that some of the feedback we're getting, we may not be able to help these women completely, because we need a bigger picture problem. We're just saying of why it won't work with men, and I'm thinking we cannot continue to complicate it. Somebody should start.
Well, again, we in trying to do audience analysis, we also have to things that has to do with emotion, psychology, compared to men. So the thing is, if there were to be a study carried out by men for men, by men, not knowing what they are exactly. So
I think that was what it's like nobody wanted to have that conversation. It may not be a problem that we may need to do another conference here and talk about it. And I think that we may actually have a special episode, invite us, men and women and yourself, and have this conversation before we move on to the last part of the interview.
So for them to get help, so we have to. The same thing you would do for a woman. You want to know what are the strengths of this person, what are the weaknesses, what are the things this person likes. So maybe if you want to talk about getting help, you begin from problems. How about if you watched Acrimony?
Acrimony, the movie.
The movie.
Okay.
How about? So we have to be very creative with what we have, because of course remember that they do not want to hear from you. Of course, it doesn't get us anywhere. How are you even able to talk?
Okay. So quickly, I thought we can throw anybody at you.
Well, the thing is, by the time you're working with children and adolescents, eventually you have to work with parents. So, but then my specialty is child.
As a child and adolescent mental health, she graduated top of her class. Of course, now she's my friend. She graduated loud, calm. Detection of mental health problems. When she's not reading about mental health research, have you made?
Nothing.
You just watch.
I just keep watching.
So what are the things?
So I can be very funny. I'm actually very, very funny.
She is actually very. So those quiet clapbacks in Igbo or Yoruba kind of thing.
I think it's.
I think we are Lagos girls.
You know
Lagos give it to them.
Don't know.
What happened?
One sister and two brothers.
Beautiful sister, right?
I am beautiful. My first sister has.
No,
she looks like me.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that?
Yes, in case somebody wants to bring yam, so you know that the kind of yam. Okay, usually when you go to a program, the first thing sisters want to ask is, "Umu, what are you?" I don't usually like to ask that question, like.
for play.
People,
Again,
please,
remember how I said
I'm doing my professional job here. Before you say Mutiat is the one that has friends that are single to stupor, please.
So I'm single, yes, I'm single.
Single.
You see how you will just, oh God, this is unfair, so don't let me
kids,
go.
she's amazing with kids. Do you like it?
And they've raised them so I can come once in a while. Oh, you can do this, you can do that. Because I know the amount of work, I know the sleepless night, I know all the things. So in my head, when I see children, that's why when I see mothers, I'm like, I could share.
Yeah, please, when you bring your kids, I'll hold them, love them, kiss them. 2 minutes later, they are your own children.
Yes.
I don't want to help anybody back their kids. I told somebody that my children were going to daycare.
Of course.
6 months after,
You're
so like,
definitely, you are your best self.
Self-awareness.
You can only give your best self if you are your best self.
Hijab or anti-Muslim.
Anti-hijab, hijab in full jilbab.
So you and I may say that we love babies, we work in kids or anything, and you have people look at you like, are you even a good Muslim?
Parenting is not an easy job. To think that to leave that to one person is unhealthy. So when you have yourself, you have your family, and then you have your children.
Okay, so before I get fired by Rama, we are to go. We need the part 2 of this. Monday to Thursday on the Breakfast with Ian. So you should. Okay, so this is actually a conversation I would like to have. I think Breakfast with Ian has a 1.5 hours.
Thank you for having me.
Before we go, what is